Other top stories tonight, neighbors are reacting to a shocking development in the death of a 79-year-old woman in Hedwig Village.
Police say Janelle Bernard was murdered by someone she knew and trusted, the son of her former housekeeper.
Marcelino Benito live in Hedwig Village with why police believe this happened. Marcelino.
Well, guys, I talked to one of the detectives who questioned that suspect tonight. He says that suspect actually considered Janelle Bernard like a second mom, but it didn't stop him from killing her anyway. Hedwig police say the man who brutally killed 79-year-old Janelle Bernard confessed to the heinous crime.
He came out of the bathroom, acted like he slipped and fell on the floor. And when she went down to help him up from the floor, that's when he grabbed her, he headbutted her, he hit her, he knocked her to the ground, and then he pulled out a knife and stabbed her several times.
His name is Michael Susbury, and he wasn't a stranger, but the son of Bernard's longtime maid who'd retired a few years ago. Even though his mom no longer cleaned her home, Bernard continued to pay her, a sort of retirement plan out of the kindness of her heart. Police say each week, one of the sons would go over to the house and pick up a check. Chief David Gott says Bernard's sons can't believe it.
To find out that someone that you consider a member of your family be the person that did this, just incredible.
Her friends down the street say they saw Bernard's maid at the funeral just a few days ago.
She was so sad and so distraught over what had happened, and yet she didn't know it was her son that did this thing. It's a real tragedy.
Detectives tell us Susbury told them his mother didn't know what he'd done. He went to the house that day to rob Bernard. She invited him in, gave him a drink, and told him to rest.
And my boss is laid out on the floor.
The next day, Bernard's new housekeeper called police when she found her dead on the floor. By then, Susbury had fled in Bernard's car. He ditched it in South Houston days later. But police say he was on their radar shortly after the murder. Today, they convinced him to come into the station voluntarily.
It doesn't appear as though he has ever done anything worthwhile since he has been alive on this earth.
Police aren't mincing words about the suspect in this case. They say he's been in and out of prison for violent robberies before. Tonight, neighbors relieved he's behind bars.
It's been a horror story for the environment and in our neighborhood, and we're so happy that it's finally come to an end.
Susbury is charged with capital murder tonight, and the police chief here telling me tonight that he hopes prosecutors actually go for the death penalty in this case because of how heinous this brutal murder was. We're live in Hedwig Village tonight. I'm Marcelino Benito, KHOU 11 News.